Morning, Dad.
Well, hi, Margie. Orange juice. Good.
Have fun last night?
I was out with Mr. Honeywell, if you call that fun.
What did you say?
I said I was out with Mr. Honeywell, if you call that fun.
I thought you were going out with Roberta.
No, Mr. Honeywell and I had to take a client out for dinner, and Roberta had to stay at that charity bazaar her store gives every year.
What are you yelling about?
I'm not yelling. Every time I start to talk, you leave the room. I have to yell.
No, you don't. I heard every word you said. What about Roberta?
I said Roberta had to stay at the charity bazaar her store runs every year.
Oh, I suppose she had the fortune-telling booth again.
No, she had the kissing concession.
Kissing concession?
Yeah, she sold kisses for $1 apiece.
Boy. You know, Dad, you're a very remarkable fellow. So understanding and broad-minded. Roberta spends a whole evening necking a lot of strange men, and you're as relaxed as...
What do you mean, necking?
Well, you always told me kissing was necking.
Well, this was for a good cause. This was different. Why, that bazaar supports 5 big charities. And anyway, all she did was let a few fellas peck her on the cheek or something.
Dad, I'm only teasing.
And what did you do last night?
Oh, I went to the movies with... it was one of those third dimension things. Pretty exciting. Sort of a horror story. People's heads rolling down the aisle toward you.
Who did you go with?
Whom, Dad? Whom did you go with?
All right, whom?
That's better. I always get mixed up on further and farther. Maybe I'd better warm up the coffee.
Margie, sit down. I asked you whom you went with.
You said who? Okay, Freddie.
Freddie. Margie, what you see in that unemployed knucklehead. And to make it worse, you're getting to be just as irresponsible as he is.
What do you mean, irresponsible? Give me an example, just one example.
All right. 6 weeks ago, you took my cigarette lighter out to be fixed, right? And every day since, you promised to pick it up for me.
So that's why I had this string tied around my finger. All day yesterday, I was wondering about it. I'm sorry, Dad. I'll do it today, honest. Cross my heart.
I've got a better idea. I'll do it myself. Now, where's the claim check?
In my purse. But really, Dad, you don't have to... Okay, I'll get it. Dad, have you seen my purse?
Oh, I suppose you've lost that now.
That's funny. I was sure I left it on the coffee table last night.
Fine. Now we have no claim check. Margie, that was my favorite lighter. Roberta gave it to me for Christmas.
Well, there's no problem, Dad. It has your initials on it. They'll give it to you without a check.
Sure, that's right. Okay, what's the address?
Oh, you can't miss it, Dad. It's a little shop on 7th Avenue. Or was it Lexington Avenue? Anyway, it's just off 47th Street. At least, I think it was. Or was it?
Brooklyn, maybe, or Flatbush.
I'm sorry about your lighter, Dad.
Oh, well, honey, I don't enjoy picking on you. It's not the lighter. It's just that this sort of carelessness could get you into a real jam.
You're swell, Dad. And I'll make you proud of me yet. You'll see.
Good morning, Mr. Albright. Miss Margie, I brought your purse up. I found it down in the lobby this morning.
I wonder how it got down there.
Mr. Albright, when Miss Margie says good night to Mr. Wilson, she forgets everything.
Thank you, Charlie. You see what I mean about Freddie's influence on you? Even Charlie has noticed it.
Oh, don't make such a fuss, Dad. Here's the claim check. Nothing's missing.
That's not the point. The fact still remains that so far this month, you've lost 2 purses, an expensive hat, 4 right-hand gloves, and a book on memory training. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, hi, Roberta.
Hello, Margie. Has your father left yet?
You just missed him.
Oh, I'm late for a fashion show, and I wanted him stopping at the bank for me.
I'll do it for you.
Oh, wonderful, Margie. That's the money we collected at the bazaar last night, and I want to change into larger bills.
Okay.
Oh, never mind, Margie. I don't want to put you out.
Well, it's no trouble at all. I have to go to the bank anyway. My account's in a mess again.
No, really, Margie. It's a lot of money, $2,500. I'd better do it myself.
You and Dad. You think I'm a nitwit, too. You probably think I'd lose it on the way to the bank.
Oh, no, Margie, I know you'd be careful, but it is a lot of money.
And I'm just a scatterbrained little kid, is that it?
Here you are. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Roberta. And don't worry, I'll guard it with my life. I know, I'll have it changed into five $500 bills, and you can present one to each of the 5 charities. Good idea?
That'll be fine, Margie. And you will be careful, won't you?
Hello? Pavilion Restaurant? I'd like to make a reservation for lunch today. Table for 2. Albright. Thank you.
$95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $2,500. Now, how would you like it, Miss Albright? 50s or 100s?
I'd like 5 $500 bills, if you don't mind.
Oh, surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you are, $2,500. Oh, if you're going to be carrying that around, I'd be awfully careful if I were you. That's a lot of money.
Now, just one more little thing. I want to make a deposit.
You want to take $1 from your savings account and deposit it in your checking account, right?
That's right.
There you are.
Now, could you please tell me what my checking balance is?
We watch your balance very carefully, Miss Albright. Now, including your deposit today, your balance is 55 cents.
Thank you. Let's see, I had $9.55 in my checking account. I cashed a check for $10 yesterday, which means I owed the bank 45 cents. I deposited $1 today. They're right. I have 55 cents left.
And in addition, Albright, I've just acquired the Marlowe Holding Corporation. I've instructed Honeywell to turn it over to you to handle personally.
I appreciate your confidence in me, Mr. Carson.
It's because I like the way you do things, with finesse.
Thank you, sir.
But understand, this is no easy job. The Marlowe Corporation owns controlling stock in a number of companies. I'll want to go over the complete inventory with you just as soon as you get it in order.
Now, don't worry, J.K. Albright and I'll go over it this afternoon. We'll have everything ready for you in the morning.
Splendid. You know how I am there, Honeywell. No slipshod handling of my account. I can't tolerate nickel and dime operations. I want things done just so.
Now, you leave everything to us, J.K.
How about a little dinner tonight as a sort of a celebration at the pavilion, shall we say?
Excellent idea. 7 o'clock at the pavilion.
Yeah. Now, don't forget to make a reservation. It's important, even in little things, to impress Carson that we're right on the ball.
I've handled this type before. Relax, Mr. Honeywell. I'll take care of things.
Hi, Dad. Busy?
No, honey. Come on in.
What brings you downtown, Margie? A little shopping spree?
No, I was just downstairs holding up the bank, and I wanted to make plans for a getaway. May I use your phone, Dad?
Sure, honey. Go ahead.
I just want to call Freddie. I'm taking him to lunch. Me and my big mouth.
Not on my phone.
Oh, now, all right. Say, if your father wants to be so pig-headed, call him from my office.
Thank you, Mr. Honeywell.
All right, don't you think you're a little harsh on Margie and Freddie?
No, I don't. It isn't enough that she has to see him. She has to go out and buy his lunch.
Oh, it won't do any harm.
Well, I don't like it. She's getting more thoughtless and careless all the time. Look at that, leaving her bag lying around. I just finished talking to her about things like that this morning. I'm going to teach her a double lesson. Number one, not to leave her bag lying around, and number two, to let Freddie buy his own lunch.
All right, only a dog would do a trick like that.
Arf, arf.
Yeah.
500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, and $10. I'm going to have to be more firm with Margie. She's getting completely out of...
What's wrong, son?
Did I say 2,500?
Well, you certainly did. Say, maybe she did hold up a bank.
Hello? Oh, Roberta. Can you call back? Something terrible has happened.
Vern, what is it?
I just found $2,500 in Margie's bag, and I can't imagine where she...
Oh, Vern, she didn't hold up a bank. I gave it to her this morning to have change into larger bills. It's the money from the charity bazaar.
Well, that's a relief. It's the money that Roberta made last night at her charity bazaar. $2,500? Didn't you sell kisses last night for $1 apiece?
Uh-huh, that's right.
And you collected $2,500?
You should see my chapped lips this morning.
What?
Oh, no, Vern. That's the money from all the concessions. How did you get a hold of it? Oh, well, maybe you'd better hang on to it for me.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And don't you say a word to Margie about it. I'm going to teach her a lesson. I won't be able to see you tonight. Mr. Honeywell and I are having dinner with Mr. Carson at the pavilion. Bye.
Thank you very much for letting me use your phone, Mr. Honeywell. And will you please tell my father that as much as I love him and he loves me, he'll just have to understand that I'm not a child any longer, and I'll go with whoever I please.
Whomever.
So I have five $500 bills in my purse for Roberta. Freddie, you aren't listening.
I can't help it, Margie. I just hate to have you take me to lunch all the time.
But you've got to be seen in the best places to get ahead. Otherwise, you'll never be able to buy your own lunch. I'll tell you what, I'll let you leave the tip.
Margie, I don't have any money.
Oh, all right. But why do we always have to go through this?
Well, don't you want me to have any principles?
I never can find anything in this purse. Oh, here it is. Freddie, I think it's gone. It's missing.
Margie, nothing could be missing with all that stuff.
The money, $2,500.
What $2,500?
The $500 that belonged to Roberta and $10 of my own, too. They're gone.
$2,500? What'll we do?
Is something wrong?
I just lost $2,500.
2,500? Are you sure you had it when you came in?
Of course I had it when I came in, right here in my purse. Five $500 bills.
Waiter, boy, this young lady has just lost $2,500.
And $10 of my own, too.
Search the whole dining room. Go ahead.
Margie, we better call your father.
Oh, no, I wouldn't dare. Not after what he said to me this morning. He'd never forgive me.
Well, it's very upsetting, Miss.
Margie, while they're looking here, we better retrace your steps.
All right. I'll leave my dime and watch for the check until we find the money.
Oh, I hate to have you do this, Miss. The check is only $8.50.
Oh, well, maybe his would cover it.
Well, in a pinch.
Margie! Oh, Margie!
It's your father.
Shh, I can't face him till we figure out what to do. Don't make a sound.
I guess she isn't home yet. Probably still looking for that money. I would have given anything to have seen her face when she opened her purse at lunch and didn't have a cent to pay the check.
That is a real dirty trick, all right.
It'll teach her a good lesson.
I hope so.
Well, let's freshen up a bit.
Yeah. You know, I'll have to have that Carson contract re-signed. While she was in my office making that phone call this morning, she doodled all over the signatures.
How do you like a father doing a thing like that to his own daughter?
Yeah, I can think of only one other person who'd pull a trick like that.
Who?
You.
Freddie, I could kiss you.
Well, go right ahead.
No time now. You just gave me the most terrific idea.
I did?
About getting even with my father. Oh, it's perfect.
Margie, you a pickpocket?
Just runs in the family, I guess.
But your father, he's going out to dinner. He won't have any money.
If he thinks we had trouble at the pavilion, wait till he finds out what we're going to cook up for him.
I just remembered, Margie, I gotta go.
Freddie.
I've got an important date.
Are you sure the Pavilion restaurant is ritzy enough for Carson?
Sure, Mr. Honeywell. It has a lot of finesse.
Well, I'll have to stop at the club and have a check cashed. I haven't a cent on me.
I have plenty. Hey, you know, it might be a smart idea to use one of those $500 bills, you know, to impress Carson. That ought to show him that we're not one of those nickel and dime outfits.
That's a great idea, all right, and I'm glad I thought of it. Good understanding between us. Good relationship.
Okay, Freddie, they're gone. Freddie? Freddie.
Margie, I'm in enough trouble with your father already.
I knew it. You don't love me anymore.
Margie, love has nothing to do with this.
I can feel it coming on. You're tired of me.
Oh, Margie.
You're getting cold and indifferent.
Margie.
No, you don't care anymore. Maybe we'd better call the whole thing off.
What do you want me to do?
All you have to do is make a simple little phone call. I'll write it out for you. Officer?
Officer?
Sure. You're going to pretend to be a policeman on the phone and...
A policeman? Margie, did it ever occur to you that they put people in jail for impersonating policemen? I won't do it.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't.
Freddie Wilson, you're going to...
I'm sorry, Margie, but this I will not do. That's right. Sergeant McGillicuddy speaking.
Now read it the way I wrote it.
We're alerting all restaurants to be on the lookout for a couple of...
Calling all cars, emergency, 9654-223, that is all.
Like I was saying, we're alerting all restaurants to be on the lookout for a couple of deadbeats.
Deadbeats?
Yeah, a couple of gray-headed highbinders who order a big spread and never pay the check.
Thank you, but that type knows better than to try anything here at the pavilion.
Well, I was just trying to warn you.
So hammy, read it the way I wrote it.
Their racket is to send a young couple in for lunch, and when the check comes, they claim they lost $2,500 in the joint. If the manager's stupid enough to fall for that, then the rest of the mob comes in for a free meal at night.
$2,500. A young couple. A very pretty girl.
Yeah, beautiful.
And a young man, a real dopey type, huh?
Yeah.
What do the others look like?
Well, it's usually 2 or 3 shifty-looking gray-haired guys.
Oh, thank you very much for calling.
He really went for it.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go see the fun.
A little more champagne, J.K.
Imported, that is.
Well, perhaps one for the road. You gentlemen really do things right.
Well, cheers. Check, please.
Fine dinner, good coffee, superb wine. That's the way I like things done. With finesse. Good man, that Albright. Doesn't miss a trick.
That's why I picked him. What's the matter, Albright?
I can't find my wallet.
Oh, I'm sure you had it when you came in.
Of course I did, with a lot of money in it.
$2,500.
Oh, you found it?
No. All I've been able to find is the check.
Check.
Yes, sir. Would you like to take care of it?
Of course not. Albright, I told you I didn't have a cent with me.
I certainly hope you gentlemen don't run your business this way. I'm going to have to give some thought to that Marlowe account. Two things I can't tolerate in business. Carelessness and forgetfulness.
Perhaps you'd like the honor.
I left my wallet in my other suit.
Well, don't be a bit upset, gentlemen. The dinner is on the house. It gives the pavilion an air of elegance to have patrons like you who order such expensive wines and steaks. Oh, forgive my being so crass as to bring you a check. Guests like you are a privilege. Let me show you around our establishment.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Shall we start with the kitchen?
Yes.
Follow me, gentlemen.
I don't know why I had to get the pots and pans.
Say, will you stop slopping all over me?
You should gripe. I've washed 5,000 dishes, and I haven't even put a dent in the stack. Look at my hands.
I think he's learned his lesson now. Come on. Hi, Dad. What do you know?
Margie,
Your
what are you...
wallet, Dad. Now we're even.
How did you get this?
The same way you got the money from me this morning. Freddie and I were out on the terrace when you and Mr. Honeywell were gloating.
Margie Albright, I oughta... Here's your money.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to buy this place and fire you. Who owns it?
The Bentley Hotel, sir.
The Bentley Hotels? The Bentley Hotels are in the Marlowe Corporation's inventory. You may not know it, but you already own this restaurant. I'm your investment counselor and not your scrub woman. Here, if you want your floor scrubbed, do it yourself.
Well, I could fire you right now, but I think I'll toy with you for a while.
Well, it's all very confusing, sir. They were in for lunch today and claimed they lost $2,500. And they didn't pay their check either. And the police called tonight and warned me about these two.
Warned you about us?
Yes, sir. And they still didn't pay the check.
Oh, that's right. I forgot my wallet. Dad?
I'm sorry, my office is closed and so am I. Any questions?
None at all, sir. Well, here. Be my guest.